Good morning, New York. This is the first ever episode of the Jayson Buford Show. I'm your host, Jayson Buford. We got a very special guest here today. My man, Nino Paid from the DMV. Say what's up, bro.
What's up, y'all?
Hell yeah, man. So you were named on Complex's interesting young rappers to watch in 2025. How'd you feel about that?
It was like an honor. I know Complex is a big platform, so for them to be looking at me, and I just started, it felt like I was doing the right thing.
Facts. So you come from Prince George County in Maryland. What was it like growing up there?
Pretty regular. I mean, I don't really be knowing how to answer that question because I feel like we all, black people, we already went through the same thing growing up, so I'd be saying pretty regular type shit. Like, it was cool. I don't really know how to explain that.
I feel you. It's kind of like a, that's always the boilerplate question that I ask rappers, but no, it's kind of a stereotypical question in a way. Yeah, absolutely. So your last album was dropped in 2024. You had a few tracks on that that I really liked. But what on your new record are you trying to do differently? First of all, what's your new record called?
Love Me As I Am.
Love Me As I Am. I felt on the previous record it was a lot of motivational music. This record, what do you got going on?
This time it's gonna be pretty much still. It's always gonna be motivational music, but it's gonna be like I'm progressing, so I'm at a different point now in my life, but I'm still motivating others. You know what I'm saying, to try to get to the same point I am in life.
What point are you in life right now?
I'm at a good point in life. Things going good. My career going well. My family, they good. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really got too much to complain on. So life's good right now.
You've been through a lot. Speaking of life being good, I mean, you've been through a lot growing up. So when you juxtapose that to how you feeling right now, does it give you an extra, I don't want to say motivation, but does it give you an extra sense of comfort knowing that currently life's going so well?
What you mean?
Meaning, like, you grew up, the state putting you into foster homes, and now you're at this point where you're one of the hottest street rappers in the game. What's that like for you? Like, what's that feeling like? Do you ever pinch yourself and then wonder, like, damn, is this really happening?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I always be like to myself, or whether I say it out loud or I just be thinking it, I just be like, damn, I'm really doing it, or like, I'm really here. I'm really being put in this place and that place, and I get to be in this position, I get to do that, and go here and go there. All the time. Every time I look at a different city, I be having a reality check.
What's the coolest city you've been to so far?
The coolest, as in lights and shit like that, would be New York.
Oh, right?
But one of my favorite cities is probably be Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it about New York that you connect with, and what is it about Atlanta that you connect with?
Well, I don't really connect too much with New York. I'm not really from a city. I'm from a county, so I'm not really used to the big ass buildings and shit like that.
But you say you've been to New York the most?
Nah, I ain't been to New York the most. I've been to Atlanta the most.
Okay.
Been on New York about 5-6 times. Probably about 5 times. But I just like the lights on the buildings and shit like that. And how it's all like. I went to Dover Street Market and it looked like a church when I was out this whole time. A 8-story building that you could shop at. So it'd be little shit like that about New York. It's always some different with the architecture and the buildings and shit. With Atlanta, I just, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta pretty fun to me. Like, I could go lay back. It's like, and there's more shit I can do in Atlanta type shit. It's more comfortable when I go to Atlanta type shit.
Yeah, type shit.
Remind me of home type shit.
When you in Atlanta, what you be doing out there?
Chilling, going to the studio, shooting videos, shopping. Same thing I do in any other city, but I just be going outside more, like, cause it's probably because I'm in a different city, but I be going to see what's around type shit.
They call it like the Black Mecca out there.
What that mean?
I think maybe they just think it's like a city where like black people are valued a lot, you know, and like we kind of run the city, we run the city's culture in a way, you know.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Yeah. It's like also like what they've created with hip hop too, you know, like you can get down there, you being from the DMV, but you can still get down there and kind of like move and do your thing, you know.
Yeah.
You feel that way when you down there?
Yeah.
So what was it like, you know, growing up where you're going to different homes and, I know you talked about in your music and in other interviews that you were abused by some people. How did you get over that, and how did you persevere through that?
How I got over it, I don't know. I never really thought about it, honestly. I don't really think about it.
When did you start rapping?
When I was 8.
You remember like the first kind of song you made, the first?
I was singing songs.
You were singing songs?
Yeah.
What type?
Just about anything that was going on in life. About like the holidays and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What was your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday?
Yeah.
Well, it was Christmas.
What is it now? It's not Christmas no more?
No, I don't got one.
What was it about Christmas growing up that you like?
You got gifts.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's the NBA on Christmas.
The NBA?
Yeah, like the older Christmas games in the NBA.
Oh, you used to watch the games?
Yeah, I used to watch the games and shit.
Well, I never been too deep into the sports.
Oh, right. I wonder why that is. Like, I had a conversation with a rapper once, Zay Bang, out in San Francisco, where he said he don't like sports because when he went to jail, that's old niggas used to talk about.
Is
that something like that with you?
Nah, I watch sports. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I'm not too into just sitting right there and watching that shit though.
Yeah, I feel you. So, on this new record, what's your favorite track?
I'm not gonna lie. It's too many. It's a couple of them, so I couldn't even really give you one.
I like the Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't really like that song.
Oh, well,
I liked it, but I didn't think it was that good of a song. You know? But we still dropped it, put it out, and it actually did great numbers. I was surprised.
Does that happen a lot to you?
Yeah, that happened with Money Problems and Relapse, too.
I like Money Problems a lot because it's kind of like a sensitive party anthem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like something that you haven't really done as much before then.
Yeah.
Is that something you want to do more of?
Yeah. We trying to switch it up sometimes, not always do something sad. Give them something that's more like a vibey. They can bop their head too.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, like, you know, street rap, it can be as dynamic as anything else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who were your favorite influences growing up in terms of hip-hop and rapping?
People like Drake, J. Cole, Eminem. Who else did I really listen to? I can't really remember right now. But them was the main. And then like, it used to be like, yeah, them was the main niggas.
You don't really hear a lot of street rappers say Eminem.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you said them bangers.
What were some of your favorite Eminem tracks?
Spacebound. Stan.
Yeah.
No Love. And a couple more. But there was the...
Yeah, he had that Paid music on lock.
Yeah.
I think for some people that was like the flow out there at a certain point, you know. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense that you be fucking with him. Drake too. Drake's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, bro be all over the place. He versatile as hell.
Yeah. Got any comments on what transpired this past year with him, or?
I'm sorry, say one more time.
So you got any comments on what transpired this past year with him?
With him and Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
No, I really didn't give a fuck. Be honest with you, I really didn't know why I was such a big boy.
So I fuck with you, Nino.
I was like, this shit been going on for too long. I'm hearing about this shit for too long.
Yeah.
I can't be the only person that don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to Baby Tron. He said something similar.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's such a what went down was such like a mainstream rap thing, and I feel like rappers like you and to a lesser extent Tron, y'all got other stuff going on, and I got other stuff to do. You know,
I feel like if I was on a level, I still wouldn't care.
Facts.
So it might just be about what you're into in life.
Yeah.
What you care about.
What are some of your hobbies?
Music, sleeping, eating, playing the game. Shit. Them are the main hobbies as of lately.
When you playing games, do you do like online where you're like facing off against someone like you don't know?
Yeah, no shit like that.
What's that like?
Motherfucking what you mean playing like what you mean by that? What's that like?
Yeah, like when you playing online, or I guess you playing somebody that you don't know, like across the country or what have you, or they might even be in like Brazil or something, and you playing them in the video game.
Nah, I don't be knowing where they from. Motherfucker, I be playing shit like Call of Duty and shit. So niggas be from everywhere, all over.
But you can talk to them through like
yeah.
Oh, word? Has there ever been someone who like knew who you were or
yeah, it happened a few times, but
that's crazy.
I don't really play with the headset no more. I'm gonna get back into it though.
Did something happen that make you stop with the headset?
I just don't be having that much time to sit right there, put the headset on. I just be picking up the game for a little second nowadays.
What's the craziest thing someone told you in the headset?
I don't even remember. You know, so many late night game chats. I couldn't even remember.
I know, like, niggas have stories about, like, people, like, saying crazy shit in the headphones. You know?
Yeah, they be saying anything, trying to make a joke.
Trying to wild out and shit, bro. Like, you had a really funny tweet recently that I liked, where you was like, you like pretty toes.
That's, what's pause,
but that's what the tweet was.
That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was pause, yeah, but it was funny.
Okay.
This is a very pro-pause show, by the way. We will be saying pause almost every episode. We didn't play that shit. Pause, yeah.
Nah, I don't even know what made me tweet that. But, yeah, I stand by that. I stand by that.
Facts. I'm not a toe guy myself. Pause. I don't really find the value in it. You know?
Nah, it's not really a toe thing. But it's like, I can't really be with a female if her feet ugly.
Okay, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Can you be with somebody with ugly feet?
I can definitely, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it's just like an aesthetic thing. You know, it's kind of what you was talking about. You was talking about with the buildings. It's like an aesthetic thing. You know, also like if your feet ugly, then maybe everything else is bad too.
I don't know about that, but feet play a part. Feet play a big part.
I did not have this on the bingo card, by the way. So what do you got planned for the future in terms of this rollout, and also with making music beyond the new record? What do you got going on?
After this tape drop, we're gonna try to put together tours. Then after that, more projects. Just seeing where the music take me and where I go with the music this year. So it's pretty much about to be an open book, but we definitely trying to expand, go further with this shit.
Have you thought about what you want your career to be like? Is there any particular person who you've like ever wondered, like, okay, I saw this person do this is what I would like to emulate, or this is what I want my career to be like? Obviously you don't want to copy nobody's shit, you know, you're an original artist, but it's less kind of the music and more kind of like the broad strokes of career in rap music. Like, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, I never really thought about where my career would go. I never really thought about like how far I can make it. I'm not gonna lie, I be going step by step with this shit. I didn't really think like, oh, I want to drop this song and I want to get to this point and do this and make it to the Grammys and do this. And I never really thought that far.
On Tyreek Hill, you talk about something where you talk about you bought like 10,000 pills or something like that. How true is that statement? And how true is that statement? And is that something that you are conscious of and you're worried about in your life, or is that just a flex, if you will?
That's very true. I'm very aware that's a bad thing, but it is what it is.
When did that start for you?
Probably like 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Why? Why do you think it started for you?
I don't even know. No idea. I don't even know, but I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Real that, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like when I talk to niggas, like, they don't really be knowing like how shit starts. It's just when you're in the middle of it, you're in the middle of it. Yeah. The DMV, like, what's it like being a DMV nigga? You know, like, what's the differences between a DMV person and like the rest of society and the rest of kind of culture?
I mean, in the music industry, I feel like I work a little bit harder than somebody that come from like Atlanta or New York, you know, because not too many people make it from where I'm from to my level or to any upper level above me type shit. So I gotta work hard as hell. I gotta keep doing little things and even the big things to get to where I want to get, or where I like to be, like doing music. So what's that? Then the DMV is cool. There's a lot of hate in my city though. They be hating for no reason. There's a lot of violence and shit like that, but we're gonna try to get that shit together.
How do you stay clear of that?
How do I stay clear of what?
Of the violence. How do you stay clear of the beefing and the violence and stuff?
I don't really be back home too often. But when I am home, it don't really. Not like I'm in a mix or nothing. I ain't in no beef or nothing. So I don't really be having a problem with that.
I know you living in where? You living in Maryland or Atlanta? Maryland. Where? Yeah, I read that Landover was where you was kind of resting your head at. Where?
No, that's where I was from.
That's where you from?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Commanders Stadium is near there, right?
Yeah.
You been to any games?
Nah.
Nah? Where?
I'm not a Redskins fan. I'm not a Redskins fan.
What fan are you?
Steelers.
Oh, I am too. Yeah. I went to the 2001 championship game when I was like a kid.
I've never been to a game. I gotta go to a game.
Yeah, nah, it's lit up there, bro. Like, you could like walk a bridge and get to the stadium. It's pretty crazy out there. Who was your favorite Steeler?
I had to say AB.
AB is my GOAT, bro. AB is my GOAT, bro. He's still my GOAT. I don't care how crazy he sounds on Twitter. Like, he's still my guy.
No, he definitely the GOAT.
Definitely the GOAT, bro. Definitely the GOAT, bro. He had a game against Washington. Pause. It was the game where he caught the touchdown and started twerking. AB is hard, bro.
Nah, he does be tweaking sometimes, for sure.
I think it's football, though. Like, I think if you play football at a high level for 6 or 7 years, you're going to end up a little bit tweaked.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, man. So what's the difference between DC culture and Baltimore culture? I got a Baltimore homie who always kind of talks about the slang is different. And so give me like an example of a slang in DC that Baltimore doesn't have and vice versa.
None of the slang in Baltimore is the same as the slang in DC or Maryland. Like, DC and Maryland got the same slang, but, well, not DC and Maryland. DC and PG County have the same slang, but the rest of Maryland, pretty much, it's like on a Baltimore type of tone. They do the two and the dog, and, you know what I'm saying, instead of dog. I don't know how they ended up talking like that, because it's only 40 minutes to an hour away. So it's like, how did y'all get a whole different accent? And who, like, a nigga probably started talking like that one day and just, I honestly cannot explain that for a whole city to be talking like that. I don't know. But none of the slang is the same. It's two different cultures.
Okay.
Completely.
What's it like fashion-wise in the difference in fashion-wise between the two cities?
Two different fashions. Love Baltimore. Big love for Baltimore. But two different fashions, though.
Give me an example of like something DC does fashion-wise that you wouldn't see in Baltimore. Cause don't Baltimore niggas have like New Balance and shit all the time?
Yeah, but DC started doing it too.
Okay.
So they actually got that in common. And the ACG boots, actually, in the recent years, they've been kind of like getting on the same type of waves with the clothing wise, DC and Baltimore. So they've been all on Under Armour and New Balances and ACG boots and Moose Knuckles and shit like that. But before it was like two different dress codes. But recently they get caught up. Yeah.
The ACG boots is cool, but it need more color. Like, I was talking to my DMV homie, and he was like, only a New York nigga would want to have color on his boots like that. And I was like, bro, like.
Yeah, I was about to say that is crazy, because what better color is there than black?
I mean, you could have like a little, have a little color to that. You could have a little like, I got like my man's was selling like a little, like a Stussy Tim. And it had like a little brownish red thing going with like some different laces and stuff, Nah, I'm bugging.
You're bugging, my guy.
Y'all be fucking with Timbs out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I be rocking Timbs all the time, 24/7.
But you got dark Timbs.
Yeah. I got some butters in the trunk.
Okay.
I just bought them.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I think you have an interesting voice in that it's like a kind of a, you jumping around a little bit, which is cool. But
pause, double pause.
Oh, what?
You said you got an interesting voice, then you said
interesting voice is not pause worthy. Come on, Nino.
Then you say you jumping around.
Jumping around, come on, bro. I'm not talking. Interesting voice. Come on, jumping around. Okay, interesting voice.
Pause.
I don't think that's a pause situation, fam.
That's pause.
Nah, G, I don't know. I don't know if we gotta pause that.
But continue though.
I don't know if we gotta pause that. I'll continue though. Yeah, I mean you got a low voice pause, like.
See,
because you're really self-conscious, bro. This is on you. This is not on me. Nah, it's like it. Yeah, I mean, like you don't project. You know what I'm saying? Where did that voice come from?
God, I don't know.
Yeah, but like most people, they have like a rap. They have like a rap voice. I mean, yours is kind of similar to your real voice anyway, though.
Right. I heard somebody else say that. Somebody told me that the other day. It was like, you talk like how you rap. I didn't know that was like not something people do.
Come to think of it, I guess most people do though.
Like that's because I'm talking when I rap.
Yeah. Like if you listen to Drake talk, he kind of talk like he rap, kind of.
Yeah.
Kendrick too, or
yeah.
I mean Kendrick using different voices, or like I don't know, KP Skywalker, like you know what I mean, like anybody, Yeah. Speaking of DC, what's your relationship like with the other DC rappers? Like, you've been doing some collabs and stuff.
Yeah, I got a good relationship with a couple of them. I don't really be mingling though too much, so.
Yeah, you seem like a guy who like keeps to himself and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is it Call of Duty the video game of choice only, or is there other video games that you like to play?
Nah, I be playing all types of shit, like all different types of little shooters and RPGs and shit.
Okay. But what's the difference between that and Call of Duty, or which one's your favorite?
RPGs. You know what that is?
Nah.
It's a role-playing game.
It's a what?
Role-playing game.
What's that?
It's like where you could be like, if you want to play Star Wars or some shit like that, you can play Star Wars.
Okay.
And that's a role-playing game. It's an RPG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Okay. I vaguely know what you're saying. I'm not really a video game. I wish I was.
For real?
Yeah, I don't know. I be going outside and shit.
For real?
Yeah. I mean,
What you mean by that?
I don't like.
You standing on a block and shit?
Yeah. I'll go to a bar. Have a beer or two or some shit. Okay. I hang out with my lady.
So you never played the game growing up?
Yeah, I mean, I played like Madden and NBA 2K.
So you know how to work a game system, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a PlayStation, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My parents didn't want me to have any shooting games though. Yeah.
My mother was like that. But we gotta find a finesse around that.
If you gotta finesse that shit?
Yeah, you just gotta figure out the finesse.
Yeah. How's mom's doing?
She alright.
Right. Yeah, I saw in the interview that she's owned the crib that she's been at for like 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she really don't be doing too much of nothing these days.
Talk about when you first started doing burglaries. Why did you first start doing them? And what was that like? Like, people always have interesting burglar stories. Like, do you have an interesting one?
Nah, I ain't got no interest in burglary story. But why I started doing them, I wanted to have my own money. I ain't really like asking my mom for nothing. I ain't feel like stressing her out, or sometimes I was fucking up in school or just fucking up in general, so I ain't want to ask her for nothing because I knew she wouldn't get it, or, you know, some shit like that. So I was trying to get my own money, find my own way in the world. That's how that started.
Word. What was your method? Did you have like a method?
A method to the burglaries?
Yeah. Like, did you stake out?
Nah.
Nah.
No method. You know, when you find a little pattern into doing something, police can connect that to you. So if you kill this nigga this way, and you do that 10 more times, and you get caught for one of them, they gonna connect all 10 of them, 11 of them to you. You know that, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact. I seen enough shows and shit. You know, you watch any movies or something?
Yeah, I'm a big movie dude.
All right.
Yeah.
What are some that you fuck with?
You said this summer?
I said just nah. What are some that you fuck with in general?
A lot of action movies, comedies. Not too big on the horrors and the romance movies. Cartoon movies too. I like cartoon movies.
What are some of the action movies that you fuck with?
The Marvel series, the DC, everything the DC universe be putting out. I don't really begin with people like they don't really like Green Lantern and shit like that. The movie they did, cause I like that shit. That shit was cool. You know, the Fast and the Furious series.
I love the Fast and Furious.
The Raid series. I'm not gonna ask a lot of movies. Probably about 1,000 movies I done seen in the past couple years, so I couldn't give you the names to all of them.
It went dummy in the Fast and Furious joints when Paul Walker he hit Tyrese with the car, and he was like I forgot exactly what Tyrese says, but he's like, yeah, it's all good, car. It went viral on like Twitter or something.
No, I don't remember that.
It was crazy. People were like, yo, bro, this white boy just saying car. Yeah. What's your favorite Fast and Furious one?
I didn't realize that joint they dropped after Paul Walker died. When they was driving the separate ways on the highway at the end.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Yeah, nah, Fast and Furious is like this, the gift that keeps on giving, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you could just drop anything, that should be hard. It's a fact. You said you like comedy too. What are some of the comedies that you like?
Shit. Pineapple Express. The Friday series. Don't Be a Menace. What you said? Oh yeah, Step Brothers too.
Which one?
Step Brothers.
Oh, Step Brothers is Step Brothers is funny as hell.
Anything with Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Yeah.
So actually anything with The Rock in it too, that should be fine. My man be acting.
Yeah. What The Rock did? Oh, the movie of the Michael Bay movie.
Which one?
Pain and Glory. Is it Pain and Glory, something like that? With Mark Wahlberg and him.
Oh yeah, Pain and Glory. That is Pain and Glory.
Yeah. Yeah, that was hard.
That joint was hard.
That joint was hard.
That was based off a true story too, right? Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that joint is tough.
That's my shit.
It's tough, yeah. Do you take like inspiration from some of those stuff? No? I mean, I guess you've lived a life where like you don't have to take inspiration, you just have your own.
I be connecting life to the movies. Like sometimes shit that happened in life that never happened to me, or like I seen on the movie before. They be like, damn, this shit really like the movies.
Fact.
Or sometimes shit that happen in life that they have in the movie. And like, yeah, that shit really do happen like that.
Have you seen Belly?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like maybe like it's not the best movie ever, but it's like maybe like my favorite movie ever. Like one of my favorite movies.
That's right up there.
Yeah. So it's like the colors, you know?
You talking about the color grade?
Yeah, just like the aesthetics of it and the way they shoot.
Hard.
The way they shoot our skin, you know, in it. Like it's perfect, you know? Yeah. Like DMX is hard in that shit too, pause. Like he's mad good in that shit.
Nah, that is probably the best movie. Yeah, that's the best movie.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, so like when you rapping and when you making music, how long does it take you when you're in the studio?
If I wrote it, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. If I did, probably anywhere like 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
You punch in? Like,
yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
When did you start doing that?
When I first started rapping.
Was that rapping? So when you were locked up, were you writing a little bit, or?
Yeah.
Or
writing all the time.
What song did you drop that you wrote when you was locked up?
None of them.
None of them?
None of them.
What was your? I read that you felt that jail made you like antisocial in a way.
Yeah.
Do you think you're getting better with that? One, and two, was it because you had to like watch your back so much when you was in there?
Yeah, but nah, I'm not getting better with it. I'm cool with it actually. Like I prefer to be like that. But I can still be social when I need to be, when I want to.
Yeah, I'm learning myself in my life that you don't gotta like talk all the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, it's like some things are best when you just gotta like surveying people and you're surveying what's going on. Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. What was it like being locked up though for you?
When I was younger, I used to say like that shit was lit, shit was cool. Shit was better than being on the outside sometimes. But now I'm older. Shit was ass. Missed out on life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I could have been doing other shit with my life instead of being locked up. But that shit was sort of kind of like the movies. You know?
Like what movie would you compare it to?
You ever seen that movie Hoes?
Yeah.
I'm saying, nah, I wouldn't compare it to that, but I don't know. I couldn't pinpoint a movie that exactly compare my locked up experience to.
What character would you be in Hoes?
Probably Zero.
Probably Zero. Yeah, Hoes is funny, bro. I like I guess I'll be the guy with the glasses, yo.
You kind of look like him.
Yeah, kind of look like him a little bit. Yeah. Somebody told me I also look like Little Rel.
I don't even know what that is.
Little Rel Howie.
No idea.
You have no idea?
No idea.
I think he's from Chicago originally. Comedian nigga. He was in Get Out.
Oh, he was like that. He worked at the airports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's good with you in terms of fashion? Like, what's your? Do you got like a? How would you describe your style? Like what do you go for when you shop and shit?
Shit, I be all over the place. A lot of times I be looking for shit that's comfortable though. But sometimes
that's where it starts.
I go try to buy like a piece, like a actual garment, like something crazy, you know, something that stands out.
What's your chain about?
My chain? It's Nino Paid. It's my name.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I thought it said. I thought that had a D pause. But it's P. Okay.
No, that's my name.
Where? You just looking for stuff that's comfortable. Like, do you do like vintage shopping?
Yeah, I actually got this jersey from a vintage store.
Oh yeah, what's that? Who's that? Bobby Clark?
I actually just went over this earlier. I don't remember.
Where? Yeah, I don't know Philadelphia Flyers players like that, especially the. I know a little bit of the old dudes.
I just like the jersey.
Yeah, that is one of the greatest hockey jerseys in the world. Just the color and the orange and it's fire. And the logo is hard too. It's like really great logo. Like, yeah, I'm impressed with the Yankee hat too. By the way.
Thank you. I done got a couple of them since I've been out here.
Yeah, there's this place in Harlem called Cap USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta check that out next time you.
No, I got a crazy one, crazy vintage thing. You probably ain't even seen no shit like this. I wish I had it on so I could show you, but it ain't crazy.
Where was it? You got something on it?
Yeah, it got like mini NYC, like this big NYC. It got this, but it got like mini joints going all the way around the brim. But it's different colors and shit like that. But
that's hard.
Shit hard.
That's hard. Yeah, vintage stuff is cool because it's like you can take something from the previous era and you can recontextualize it. You know, like I mean, I got this. I got a Rockaway jean jacket on, like a Dipset Rockaway jean jacket.
I didn't even peep that.
Yeah, just got camera on, like air fried on the back. Yeah.
His face?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. You listen to Cameron?
No.
He's hard. Yeah, you should check him out. He's cool.
I'm hip to him though.
Yeah, he's cool. His show is funny too.
Yeah. Yeah, he is funny. I be saying it all the time.
Yeah, the show is really funny. Yeah. What are you most excited about in terms of people when they hear this record?
What they think of it, how it makes them feel. I wonder if they gonna feel like I would progress, or if I'm still in the same area.
Is it more introspective than the last one, or less introspective?
I'm sorry, I don't even know what introspective means.
Like, is it more? Are you talking about your feelings more on this one, or less?
In some songs I am. In some songs I'm not.
Yeah. What's the balance like for you in terms of like quote unquote sad songs versus?
I make more sad songs than I make happy songs, but nowadays I'm trying to change that.
Do you think it's because you're becoming happier as a person, or is it just a strategy?
I'm trying to be more happy as a person. I got more things to be happy about.
How do you do that?
Just doing the things that make me happy in life. You know, seeing the world, trying food, playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Taking time to myself. Traveling.
Where you traveling to? Like, where you been at? That's like really cool. You think besides like New York and Atlanta?
I think everywhere I go is cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could take a road trip to North Carolina. I could take a road trip to Utah or Wyoming, and I find something about it that's like, damn, I like this. Whether it's just me riding in the car, I like sightseeing and shit like that.
Where have you sightseen that you was really fucking with?
New York, probably the best lights I've seen so far.
Yeah. Where you been at in New York? Just
Times Square, Manhattan. That's pretty much the only place I've been in Brooklyn. in New Jersey.
We gotta get you to like. Yeah, I mean, like Times Square is like where a lot of tourists go. But we gotta get you like in the Lower East Side, or we gotta get you like in Harlem.
Yeah, I never been to Harlem.
Yeah, we could get you in Harlem. You know, something like that. Like Times Square is cool, but it's like kind of touristy, you know. Yeah.
Motherfuckers be telling me I ain't really seen the city yet. When I be like, it's nothing to do in New York, or like I haven't seen the trenches or nothing like that. I haven't really seen where the black people go to the clubs and shit like that.
Yeah, it's New York's changed a lot. It used to be like New York culture was black culture, and now it's like completely different in a way. You know, it's like they've like made it for transplants. You know, which is why like I complain when people talk about crime. I always complain because I'm like, this city's like made for transplants. Like, what are you talking about? You know. So, yeah, it'd be like if like I don't know, someone went to DC and like complained about like all the congressional interns. And, like, what are you talking about? It's like what the city's for, kind of, you know. Yeah. Like,
nah, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna sit right here. I have no idea what a congressional intern is.
It's not important. It's like somebody who works at, you know, like the Capitol or something, like like the Capitol building or some shit like that. Yeah, something like that. You into basketball at all?
Yeah, not really.
You into the Wizards or?
Nah, hell no.
I feel like they've embarrassed DC in a way.
Yeah.
You know, like DC such a. It's like the DMV got like real basketball culture. You know, Angel Reese, Rudy Gay, Melo,
Kevin Durant,
and like the Wizards, they've like embarrassed, in a way, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah. Is there any players in the league that you fucking with?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is like I have a theory that he's like the DMV guy.
What does that mean?
Meaning, if you look at a personality of somebody from the DMV, KD really represents that well. Like, you know, back against the wall, you know, me versus them. Like, he keeps himself, you know, like he really got, you know, he's really...
I don't know KD too well or his mannerisms or his personality, so I couldn't really speak on that. So I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah, it's just always been my theory about him. Like, he's from PG County, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, KD's a hooper.
Nah, that boy can hoop.
Yeah. What's your favorite KD era?
When he used to be hooping outside at them little wrecks and shit like that, he used to be cooking up.
You remember seeing him like when you was like growing up?
Nah, I just seen a couple clips and shit. That shit used to be crazy. How you used to just come down and keep cashing them off. Like, damn, just can't stop this. And these niggas was like Curry.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like when his handle is crazy too for like a 7-footer.
Yeah.
His handle is crazy, and then like his jump shot's better.
Big slinky body ass, man.
Yeah. Pause. See, I can pause you too. Pause.
That's pause.
That's pause. Yeah.
Super pause.
That was super pause. You're right. That was super pause. That was super pause, yo.
Nah, man.
Yeah, bro. What was your toughest night when you was locked up?
I don't remember my toughest night. It wasn't too bad. Being locked up wasn't too bad. It was like I miss home, but when I was younger, it wasn't like mind breaking, like, oh, I'm locked up, I'm about to crash and shit like that. Nah.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I wouldn't imagine that, but like, it wasn't, you didn't have like one single night where you were like, yo, bro, this shit is fucked up, like, get me out of here.
Yeah, every once in a while, everybody have nights like that, and when you locked up.
Did you see like fights or anything?
Yeah, all the time. Getting into fights, shit like that.
What was like a fight that you got into?
We got into a bunch of them. Even got into a little riot one time when I was in Philly.
How did that start?
I honestly don't remember. One little thing turned into a big thing.
What's like an example of something that's one little thing inside that can turn into a big thing?
On the inside?
Yeah.
A nigga turned off the TV.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, and you like, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you inside and you trying to watch your thing, and a nigga just turned off the TV. Like, you feel me?
So, one little thing could turn into a big thing.
That's a fact. I never been inside, but if you imagine that shit, like, nigga, if you like, obviously I've never been inside. If you can't tell, you know. but it's like, bro, if I was and I was like watching, like, you know, say I'm watching, you know, Seinfeld inside, and the nigga wanna turn and watch Friends, I'm gonna choke the nigga out.
You know? No, facts.
You know, it's a fact, bro. Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. Alright, you know, last question. What do you want fans or even critics to know about Nino Paid? What do you want people to know about you and what you bring to the table?
Something I want them to know about me. I don't really be caring about like what social media and like the world's point of view. Like, I don't really be caring too much about what their point of view is, but what's right or what's wrong. I be trying to do what I feel is right and what I want to do, and like, I'm not doing the music for the fame, just for the money, and because I like music, type shit. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for joining the
I
Jayson
appreciate
Buford
you
Show.
having me.
Yeah, man. Good luck out there, bro. You know, what was your shit? Absolutely, man. Yeah, we started off. Peace.
Good.
Yeah. So,
Appreciate you having me.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
BG's be playing, bro.
Perfect.